Okay, YouTube. That's a quick. There is the star of the show. Give kissies. You guys got kissies. All right, so I got the app up and running. That's on my phone. You can't see it. So I'm in here, you know, playing with settings, and I had a 19. Well, you can't see it. I had a 19 flash right there. And so what I did, went in and changed some settings, and so you go here to 19. Hold on a second, let me find it. 19 is a inverter current offset is set too high, right? So I went in, I changed the chemistry. My hands are filthy. This is dirty. Changed the chemistry. I changed the. But this was charging up at 26 volts. Wasn't quite charging up all the way, and I changed some stuff. And so came over and couldn't get it figured out. Thought it was, smelled something burning. It's people outside, so freaked me out. So had to go outside and get my socket to undo the bolt or the negative. Can't find the other bolt where I had. I don't know where it went. That negative there, that bolt, I don't know where I put it at. It's somewhere, so I had to dig another one out. So you can go into the app, and you can reset. I can't show you. You can reset all user settings, and that's what I did. And so the battery's at 27.1. The load is 89. It's the load 3%. 115 out. AC is put 800. It's put 834 watts into the battery at 30 amps. No solar panels in. Of course, it's dark outside. That's AC. So the battery is. So there we go. About 27.1. So you need to charge this like at 28, something like that. That's a top end. So it's only charging at 26.1. I mean 26.1, 26.4. So I jumped it up to 27 or whatever. I don't know what the hell I did, but in between there that's your warning. You can definitely see it. So I went in and changed a few things, and yeah, so I changed the backlight to be not always on. So sorry. Let's go and see if we can find the backlight. Oh yeah, and I turned the equalization on, and just played around, and it didn't like it. So backlight is 20. So you have to hold down on the inner button here. Hold down the inner button. We'll do that. And then scroll down. Not every one of them is doesn't go 1 through. It skips a few numbers. The cat does not like the sound. You hit 20. You hit enter. You can change it off. Hit enter, and then you hit escape right there. Escape. And then you don't mess with it for a few seconds. Shuts off. Yeah, I was messing around, just playing around with it, and it didn't like a setting. So when you set something, play with one setting at a time. Just like when you overclock I overclock my computer a little bit here and there, play around with it, and I play a game called PC Builder Simulator 2 and Simulator 1, And so in that game you can overclock. It's trying to like the real thing. I also do it on mine too, not so much. But you mess with one parameter and you let it go for a little bit and see if that parameter, whatever you change, the voltage or the hertz, whatever. So on this one I didn't, so when I changed the setting, I didn't wait until see if it held. Oh, see, it's shut off. That's cool. So if you can see it better, not really. No, you can't see it any better. So, yeah, you have to get really close. The AC is charging up the battery, and it's at 27 volts right now. So, what I was playing with is, I'll show you guys what I was playing with. I was playing with 13 and 14. 11 is the maximum utility charge current. So 12 is 17 voltage point back to utility source. And so I bumped that up to like 27 or something. And then 13 is, and I was playing around with that one. So I don't know which one of those two. And then I was playing around with this. Let's see if I can find it. It would be the battery equalization. It's disabled if flooded or user defined. The selected program 5 is programmed. So it's enabled. That's what was it? It's disabled by default. So I enabled it, and so I don't know what part of anything. It's not flashing. Yeah, it's not flashing anything. So yeah, I got that dirty. I have a starter went out. I don't remember if I know I made a video and I couldn't remember if I posted it. I try to look, I don't know. But getting this bad boy dirty. It's all white. So I have to clean it off. Yeah, my hands are nasty. I washed them I don't know how many times, but I'm messing with my tools and yeah, I'm dirty again. So yeah, I'm still running the fridge and the fan off of this. It maintained at 26.4, and when it drops, don't know where it dropped to, but always maintain at 26.4. The solid light means that it's a AC going in. When it's blinking, it's the battery or the solar. That's for the inverter. For charging, when it's blinking, it means it's charging, and when it's solid, it means it's charged. The fault light did not come on, but it was displaying a fault up there, and I don't see it now. So hopefully, whatever I messed around with, it cleared itself out. So on the app itself, so this is what, oh man, this was difficult. So basically it's oh, how can I say this? So this puts out its own Wi-Fi. It's like its own hub, okay? So you have to turn off your Wi-Fi if you have if your internet in the house. You have to, not turn it off, but you have to turn your, turn it off on your phone. Wait, how can I say this? I'm not very good at this. You have to find this internet, and on mine, it's that number right down there, okay, scan bar. So you find that number, and you connect to it, okay? So once you connect to it, it has a password, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That's the default password. So once you're in the default password, then you have to, when you're inside this machine from your phone, you have to find your internet in your house. and then you have to type in that, you find that internet address, whatever your name you named it, and that password to get into that internet. So this can talk to your house internet, and then from your phone you can reconnect it back to your house internet. So from this is going into your house internet, your phone's going to your house internet, so you can be anywhere in the world and have internet if you have internet, right? So, and my internet is a portable hotspot through my phone company, so I can take my internet anywhere I want. I do have 15 gigabytes of hotspot on my phone, but that won't last very long. And that's what I was getting caught in. So when it kept saying password, I would type in this password, and I was getting confused. I needed the password of my home Wi-Fi, not this Wi-Fi. So nothing's blinking. Everything's going good. I hate this sound. So, fridge is on, fans on. So, I mean, it was. And then somebody's burning wood somewhere. So, when you log in or you register, it says your email. Okay, so you put your email in, and it will send this passcode to your email. The next line down, right? So I was reading that next line as retype your. Sometimes you have to retype your email address twice, right? And so I seen some writing, so I put it down there again, the email. Well, then when it sent me the code, I couldn't put the code nowhere. There was a spot to put the code, a line under your email, your first line. And so I was putting my email plus the code in there, and it wasn't right. It was just, I mean, I had a hell of a time figuring that out. So what I did was actually read it. It says verification code. It's green letters. You hit it, and it will send you verification code. And you put the verification code in that slot. So it was like, email goes up here, then I thought it was email again, going down below it, but it was actually the verification code. So you get the code, you type in the code, and then there you go. Well, I was confused, and I thought I just didn't read everything. I just assumed it was you have to retype your address again. So once I got that figured out, and then I could connect to this from my phone, but it was not connected to the internet, to my hub. And I took a hell of a time trying to figure that out, and really nothing on YouTube wasn't good enough. And so when I got to the password, I just stopped and think for a second. Instead of just assuming, just stop and think. And it was asking me for the code password for my home internet, not for this. So I was putting in this code, I was putting in it didn't want the code, the passcode for this internet. It wasn't for mine. I was frustrated all day, and so that is that. I did post something a while ago, and I don't know if I posted it or not. I didn't find it, and I don't know. I erased it off my phone, so I was gonna buy that. I was gonna buy the mini fridge and start living on a mini fridge, but my Jeep decided to. I was out of customers, got done doing the windows out of customers, and hopped in my Jeep, and it just started, and it just like how you start a vehicle and the battery's dying, and then it just died. I'm like, what the hell? It's a brand new battery. It's a couple years old. So I went to get my battery pack. I got one of those battery packs, and then I realized that it's in the truck, not the Jeep, because the only time I drive that truck is my out of town stops. So I drive that truck about 4, maybe 5 times a month. I don't drive it a whole lot. All my in stuff, I drive the Jeep, I go to a city to the south. It's like 15 miles from here. It's called Sullivan. I drive down there, so I use my Jeep most of the time. Drive down there and drive back. No big deal, right? So um, so I don't have my jump pack, and so I'm literally about 7, 8 miles away from the house, and so I went and told the lady, said, hey, you know, the employees. I said, hey, yeah, my you know, my battery's dead in my Jeep, so I'm gonna have to go home and get the, get the backpack. My battery pack and be back. And they're like, because they know where I live, because one of their dads, one employee's dads lives right in the corner from me, and she's like, that's an awful long walk. I say, well, I'm a big boy, gotta go, and I wasn't gonna call nobody to come pick me up. I don't do that. If I seriously had to have a ride or something, I will, but I don't beg on people. So I so I don't know when it's going to stop. It's up pretty high. Still charging. 835 watts. 34. $30 amps. Hot beeping sucks. So I got about 3 blocks down the road on the highway, and one of the ladies, she got off and she drove by and she's like, get in. I'm like, no. She goes, I'm blocking traffic, get your ass in. So I got in. So she went out of her way. She drove me here. I got my jump box. She drove me back to the work. And when she wasn't looking, I put $15 in her mirror console, her cup holder. And so when I hooked my battery pack up to the Jeep, it wouldn't do nothing. You turn the key, nothing. I'm like, what the hell? And so I messed with that for like 5 minutes. And so I went out there and looked at that pack, my jump pack, because I'm not using it right. And I'm not, is it user error or what, And so the battery on it was like 0.5%, half. So I'm like, well, damn. So I went to charge it up in the Jeep. I plugged it into a cigarette lighter, and I have a voltmeter, a little volt thing that plugs into the cigarette lighter, and it has a USB on it. And it was, I had 12.4 volts, 12.4. I'm like, that's enough. So I turned the key over to the on position, and if the battery's bad, it should drop clear down to 10, and it would drop down to like 11.9, 11.10 or something. So that's enough to start it. I'm like, what the hell? So okay, so cool. Battery is at 26.5. That's where it normally hangs out at. And so now the inverter's ramping down, and now the battery is running the load. Well, that's good. So I didn't screw shit up too much. So you see that blinking light there? That means that the inverter or the solar is running the inverter. So my batteries is running the inverter. If it's solid, that means that your AC, the main, the house is running that. You don't have to plug it into the wall, but I do. So whenever the battery gets low at night, then this will charge it up, and this keeps it charged up to 26 volts. So it's at 26 now, and I don't know why the light is flashing. I don't know. Load's at 9%. Let's see what the load is. That beeping sound sucks. We got current, AC. There we go. The battery's at 9 amps. The load is yeah, I kind of like it. 220. There she is. She's like, "What are you doing? Quit." She does not like that beeping sound. She does not like it. So, all right, it's about a 20-minute video, but oh well. So I was pushing the Jeep. The Jeep was up by the door of the place I was working at. I was in the front row. So I was pushing it back to the, because you have a front row parking, and then you have your driveway, then you have a parking on the other side. So that's what I did. Because I see that. It's just now charging now. The solid green. So it's charging the battery and also it's running the load. There's no code flashing. So let's see if it does this for a while. So yeah, I just mess with settings, and I think I might need to go in and mess with the I reset everything, so I have to go in and reset the let's see here. It's going to be oh, I got to set the utility first. Okay, yeah. So 1, go down, enter. So you hit 1, hit enter again, and I want to SBU. That's going to be solar, battery, and that. You hit enter and escape. So the priority should be battery. And I have that set. And then I need to set the lithium. So it's going to be if LED is selected, the battery default value is fit for the lithium battery without commute. So I need to go to 5. So I need to hold down enter. The cat does not like it's 5. It's on AG. That's why. Hit enter, and then go down to flooded use lib B6, I think. Yeah. And hit enter. Yeah, cat does not like that. Okay, so I had it on AG. Look at her. She's like, dude, get away from there. Stop it. It's okay. Get down. So it was on AGB. So hopefully the settings will kick in. So let's see what the 27.1. So yeah, so I forgot we reset everything. So you had to go into the battery type here. The LGB, the lib is your lithium battery without the communication. If you had the communication, I think it would be the 4. Yeah, 4. That's if you have those server rack batteries. And then I had to go and change what else? It's a 4. I was 5 and what else did I change? 1. Yeah, 1 and 5. 1 is your priority. So yeah, so that's user error. I was playing around with it, and yeah, playing around with it. So that's what you get to yeah. So easy fix. There was a setting on the phone you can go into, and because I had it unplugged and it didn't reset anything. Maybe it did. I forgot to set the settings back to what I had it. So lithium, and then that's because it was on the AGM battery. No fault codes. Yeah, so you can't see or hardly anything because you got the light. There you go. Alright, well, let me get over here and post this video. You guys have a good night.